Welcome to Byte-Sized Tech, where we blend casual conversations with insightful discussions on the latest in technology and gadgets. Today, we're diving headfirst into the hottest news from Meta Connect 2025. It seems Meta went all in on smart glasses and also had some interesting updates for the metaverse and AI. Get ready for some serious tech talk, served up bite-sized.
Yeah, it was definitely a packed event. You could really feel Meta pushing their vision for what comes next after the smartphone, maybe a huge emphasis on smart glasses, definitely. But also, keeping the metaverse development going, and AI was just woven into everything. It's a bold picture they're painting.
Okay, let's really dig into this. Meta Connect 2025, it wasn't just a focus on smart glasses, it felt like the focus. Mark Zuckerberg himself was teasing the latest on AI glasses. Were you surprised by just the sheer volume of new eyewear they rolled out?
Okay.
Especially considering, the history here.
Surprised by the volume, maybe a little, but the direction, not entirely. Meta's been signaling this big bet on glasses for a while. Zuckerberg keeps saying it, right? Glasses, I think, are going to be the next computing platform device.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's always skepticism. Google Glass, that was over 10 years ago now, left a mark. But these new Meta glasses, people are saying they're the closest we've ever gotten to making that idea actually work. It's less about just a gadget, more about changing how we get our information, like moving it from your hand to right in front of your eyes.
Right. So speaking of that, the one getting all the buzz is the Meta Ray-Ban display, $799, hitting the U.S. on September 30th. What makes this one the supposed star of the show?
Well, it's the display, isn't it? That's the key piece. A small display actually in one of the lenses. So you can see text, reels, maps, photo previews, stuff you'd normally pull your phone out for. They're careful to call it an on-demand all-purpose menu, not full-blown AR trying to change everything you see. And honestly, they look surprisingly normal. A bit chunky, sure, but still like Ray-Bans.
Yeah. And the thing that really pushes it into, sci-fi territory is that metaneural band, the wristband thing. It's not just for show, right?
Yeah.
It uses, what is it, SEMG?
Yeah, surface electromyography. Basically, it picks up tiny electrical signals from your muscles when you make small gestures, like pinching your fingers.
You can control the glasses without touching them or talking.
Exactly. Pinch twice to bring up the display or dismiss it. Swipe your thumb to scroll. They even talked about this discrete handwriting for messaging. Zuck claimed 30 words per minute, though user tests were more like 21. Still pretty neat.
Why go that route instead of just, voice commands?
Privacy and usability, I think. It means you can use them hands-free without talking out loud. Imagine being on a quiet train or in a meeting. You can interact without anyone really knowing or without being disruptive. That subtle control is a huge deal for making these things socially okay to wear and use everywhere.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And the early hands-on takes seem surprisingly positive. I saw one reviewer who actually said, and I'm quoting here, "I regret to inform you Meta's new smart glasses are the best I've ever tried." That's quite the statement. They mentioned the display specs, 600 by 600 resolution, 20-degree field of view, which sounds small, but it's meant for quick info.
Right, like a little heads-up display, not an IMAX screen.
And 5,000 nits brightness. That's super bright, right? Plus very little light leakage, so people beside you can't see it.
Exactly. 5,000 nits means it's actually visible in bright daylight, which has been a problem for other attempts. And the low leakage is key for privacy.
So what does that feel like? They talked about video calls with faces floating there or live captions giving you super hearing in loud places.
Well, those specific features like the live captions and conversation focus, that's where it gets really interesting from an accessibility angle. For someone hard of hearing, that could be absolutely game-changing. Instant transcription, knowing who's talking. Wow.
That's true. Huge potential there.
But, and this is the big but, it forces us to think about that trade-off. Convenience versus privacy. If you can discreetly see messages or scroll feeds while you're supposed to be present with someone, that changes social rules, doesn't it? We haven't really figured out the etiquette for that yet. Where does the digital world stop and the real world begin when it's literally on your face?
That's a really deep point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it changes the dynamic completely, makes you think. Okay, but it wasn't just the display glasses. They had other stuff too, right? Like specialized ones.
Right, exactly. They also showed off the Oakley Vanguard. That one's launching October 21st for $499.
Oakley. So that's aimed at athletes.
Totally. High-intensity sports, outdoorsy athletes, that's the target. It's got that wraparound Oakley style, much more rugged. IP67 water and dust resistant, so it can handle sweat, rain, maybe even a quick drop in a puddle. Swappable prism lenses, which Oakley does for different light conditions, cycling, fishing, whatever.
And tep-wise. What's
Yeah.
built in?
A 12-megapixel camera right on the nose bridge with a really wide 122-degree view. It does 3K video, slow-mo, hyperlapse, and they've integrated with Garmin and Strava, so athletes can ask the Meta AI about their stats, upload clips, get heart rate from their Garmin watch displayed.
Oh, wow. So it reads out your heart rate while you're running.
Yeah, or you can even set it to automatically record video when you hit certain milestones. There's even an LED light for heart rate zones.
Okay, that's pretty specific, but I can see how certain athletes would love that. What about battery and sound?
Better battery up to 9 hours, plus 36 in the case. And louder speakers, they said 6 dB louder, tested so you can hear them even cycling at 30 miles per hour.
Impressive. But, okay, if you're not doing extreme sports, they also updated the regular Ray-Ban Meta line, right? The Gen 2?
Yep, the Gen 2. That's out now for $379. More of an upgrade to the existing model.
What are the key improvements there?
Biggest things are battery life doubled to 8 hours on a charge, up from 4. And the case holds way more charge now, like 48 extra hours. Video recording is bumped up to 3K, same as the Oakley, though the slow-mo and hyperlapse are coming later in an update.
Any new audio tricks?
Yeah, they added something called conversation focus.
Yeah.
It basically tries to amplify the voice of the person you're looking at and talking to, cutting down background noise. Could be handy in a cafe or something.
Okay, so that comes in the usual styles, Wayfarer and the others.
Exactly. Wayfarer, Skylar, Headliner, the more everyday looks.
So if you sort of zoom out,
Mm-hmm.
we went from the first Ray-Ban Metas in 2023 to now 4 different models in just 2 years. That's pretty fast development.
It really is. It shows Meta isn't just experimenting here. They seem dead serious about making glasses a major platform, probably the main way we interact with AI eventually. Putting AI not just in our pocket, but literally seeing what we see, hearing what we hear. That's a big shift.
Definitely. But while glasses were the main event, they didn't totally forget the metaverse, right? What's happening in VR?
No, they definitely gave VR some love too. Meta Horizon Worlds is getting a boost. They talked about a new Horizon engine, promises better graphics, smoother performance, and letting creators build bigger, more complex virtual spaces.
And tools for creators, too.
Yeah, Meta Horizon Studio. It's got generative AI tools built in for making textures, sounds, and an AI assistant you can supposedly talk to, like, hey, make this wall brick, or give this character a sarcastic personality. Could make building worlds much easier.
That does sound useful. And then there was this Hyperscape thing for Quest headsets.
Right, for Quest 3 and 3S. This lets you use the headset's cameras to scan a real-world room, and it creates a digital photorealistic VR replica, like a virtual copy of your actual space.
Whoa, so you can visit your own living room in VR.
Initially, yeah, just visit your own scans. But they said soon you'll be able to share a link so friends can visit your scan space with you. The demo they showed was Gordon Ramsay's home kitchen, apparently captured in crazy detail.
Gordon Ramsay's kitchen. Okay, that's random,
No.
but memorable. What else on the VR media front?
They pushed the Horizon TV hub, basically trying to make Quest a central place for streaming video. It already had Prime Video, Peacock, Twitch. Now they're adding Disney Plus, which also brings Hulu and ESPN content. That's pretty big.
Does it look or sound better in VR?
Well, it supports Dolby Atmos for surround sound, and Dolby Vision HDR is coming. And they mentioned some movies like M3GN or The Black Phone will have immersive special effects in the hub. Not sure what that means exactly, but sounds intriguing.
And Discord is coming too eventually.
Yeah, Discord on Quest is planned for 2026, so more social connection there. Taken together, it shows they're still trying to make Quest a more complete platform for entertainment, social stuff, creativity. It's kind of parallel to the glasses, isn't it? Different devices, same goal, blend the digital and physical more smoothly.
So bringing it all together, Zuckerberg clearly has this massive vision for AI glasses, but Connect 2025 wasn't all smooth sailing, was it? We saw a few hiccups.
You could say that. But yeah, his conviction is unwavering. He literally said, AI glasses are the only device where you can basically let an AI see what you see, hear what you hear, talk to you throughout the day. And then once you get the display, it can just generate a UI for you. That's the grand vision. And they're releasing tools for developers, a wearable device access toolkit to let them build apps that use the cameras and mics on the glasses.
Right, but then you had those live demos. You kind of have to chuckle, right?
Yeah.
Zuckerberg trying to call his CTO Boz using the neural band, and it just doesn't work. Boz just walks on stage instead.
Yeah.
Awkward.
Yeah, that was pretty rough.
And the AI cooking demo, the AI just kept repeating, what do I do first? Over and over. Zuck's blaming the Wi-Fi. Classic live demo fail.
It happens. But those moments, while maybe embarrassing for Meta, they do kind of underline how cutting edge this stuff still is. The demos might falter under pressure, but the core tech, like that neural band control and the display itself, has impressed the people who've tried it in less chaotic settings. So it raises that question for all of us, for you listening. Is this just the typical box of early adopter tech? Still needs polishing? Or are we really seeing the beginning of the end for the smartphone as we know it?
That really is the big question. And Meta seems to be betting heavily on yes. They mentioned their current Ray-Ban Meta sales are in the single-digit millions, but growing by triple digits? That's fast growth.
Yeah, and the projections for the whole tech-enabled eyewear market are tens of millions soon. With Google maybe getting back in, Snap doing its thing, Apple rumors, it feels like a space that's about to heat up.
And like Zuck pointed out, something like 1 or 2 billion people already wear glasses every day, if even a fraction of those become smart.
That's his endgame, isn't it? He compared it to the iPhone replacing flip phones, saying the vast majority of those glasses are AI glasses in some capacity in the future. It's incredibly ambitious.
Wow. What an exciting and, yeah, sometimes awkwardly amusing look into where Meta wants to take us. From smart glasses that could genuinely change our daily habits to these ever-evolving virtual worlds. There's definitely a lot to chew on. Will you be trading your smartphone for smart glasses anytime soon? Or maybe thinking about how AI might integrate more into, well, everything. Definitely something to think about. Thanks for tuning in to Byte-Sized Tech. If you enjoyed this episode, like, comment, share, and subscribe for more fun tech discussions.